You're watching an ENN production, the Eagle News Network. Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the Eagle News Network. I'm your host, Koalin. June 25th, 2009. The death of the King of Pop. This shook the This shook the music world to its foundation. In this, internet personalities' opinion. Micheal Jackson was in the process of making a "This Is It" world tour. The first of which was supposed to be some shows in London at the O2 Arena. He didn't make it, unfortunately. I guarantee they would have been good shows just by the quality of the products that Micheal Jackson puts out. There may have been things said about him. In my opinion, none of them could have been true, but I never knew the man personally. And I feel that that's a loss on my part. So, to what I do know. I have today watched and am going to review the "This Is It" DVD. This is the DVD spliced together of the almost home video quality videos of different, practice sessions or rehearsals that Micheal Jackson and his performers, dancers, band, producers, directors, handlers, basically everybody that's involved with putting on a show at a huge arena over there in London. Well, the London arena was being, I believe he was supposed to be the first show at the O2 London arena. I could be wrong on that part. But back to the DVD. This DVD is for a hardcore Micheal Jackson fan, an absolute must. Go out and get. Buy it now. Here, let me shove it in your face some more so you can go buy it. Okay. Now that little entertainment charade thing is done, let me tell you what I thought. I do think it was a great show. Well, the DVD was great. It would have been an even greater show. I guarantee every person who spent thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours in line to get a ticket to this show absolutely freaking lootly was worth it. If you would have gotten to see that show, you would have had a blast. I guarantee it. Just with how much work Micheal Jackson puts into his shows based on this DVD that I watched today. Oh my gosh. The man works incredibly hard and is positive to boot. I did not see any instance, although that could have been due to editing, but I doubt it. I did not see any evidence of him being negative, even on a equipment issue that he had where the volume of the earpiece that he had was too high, and he had to take the earpiece out of his ears because it was hurting his ears too much. All he did was take the earpiece out, and he finished the song just by listening to his dancers and backup singers. Now that's skill, people. Granted, it's his song. He wrote it. He's performed it before. But to be able to have a distraction, get rid of the distraction, and finish the song with almost not even losing a step, that's skill. That is outwardly, I will go as far as saying almost God-given skill. Now, I'm sure you've all seen, or most of you have seen, the other movies about Micheal Jackson, about his rough childhood growing up in Gary, Indiana, in that 2-bedroom house, and moving to, I believe it was LA. I can't be sure. But anyway, moving to California to change from Motown Records to, I believe, Epic. Yeah, well. Sorry, keyboard. So, now on that, yeah, he fixed the problem in his own space, finished the song, and then went back and told the producers and directors what was wrong with the equipment and why he couldn't use the earpiece, and they worked around the item, and he did the set again, and the man is just a genius. Literally, he's an artistic genius when it comes to things. There's bits on here of doing a update to the video Thriller, where he's using 3D technology to do not a remake really of Thriller, because it even says, the producers even say that they didn't want to do Thriller over because you can't really redo something that is considered a classic that much. I mean, you can redo a classic, of course, but when Michael's already hit the nail coffin and given a stamp of approval, why would he ask you to remake it? So he did the short. They did a short, almost an extension to Thriller. They also covered Billie Jean, Beat It, Black or White. They have one of the songs that towards the end of the DVD is called Earth Song. It's actually pretty good, even though the message is probably a little bit skewed. I don't think that our world is that, well, that's my own personal opinion, so we'll just kick that right out the door. Micheal Jackson's This Is It on DVD. It's out now. If you're a Micheal Jackson fan and you would have wanted to go to his show in the first place, but knew you wouldn't get a ticket, like I knew I would never have gotten a ticket, even if the shows were in this country, I would have never gotten a ticket. Guarantee you. But I think the day the tickets were even announced that they were going to sell, they probably had people camping out in front of the freaking arena for a week straight before the tickets were, even on sale. Does anybody get that? How you can camp out somewhere in the middle of a city? How can you do that? It's called loitering, people. Most cities have a ordinance against that. But anyway, Micheal Jackson's This Is It on DVD. I bet it's on Blu-ray as well. This has extras with interviews with the director, producer, dancers. There's a interesting DVD with the costume designer, or the extended costume designer, because he's always had his costumes according to the thing. He's always had his, according to the documentary behind the scenes, he's always had his costumes done by a particular person, his costume design, but they had extended it to a younger gentleman. I can't remember the name, but if you watch this DVD, you will find it out. Micheal Jackson's This Is It, This Is It, This Is the DVD, This Is It. Go and buy it. A+. Can't really say much more than that. I mean, it's an A+ effort. What can I say? It's Micheal Jackson. If you like Micheal Jackson, even if you just like Micheal Jackson, it's worth a watch. If you love Micheal Jackson, go and buy it. If you don't already have it. And if you don't already have it, why don't you have it yet? I just told you to go buy it like 100 times. Go and buy it. And just so y'all know, this is a production of the Eagle News Network. Good night. Peace out. Live long and prosper, and let the eagle fly free.